mistakes as an aquascaping beginner. Guys, today it's a beautiful day and let's start with today's video. It's been almost a year I'm doing this hobby and I want to share the most obvious mistakes I did when I started aquascaping. I would say water changes are the key. Many algae problems are quickly resolved by simply increasing water change frequency. For a high-tech planted tank with fishes, you should do at least 230% water changes each week. For a sparsely stocked planted low-tech tank, you can get away with once a week maybe. And I personally do like a 25 to 30% water change 2 times in a week. Tip for the day, guys. Water changes helps you reset the water parameters favorable for the plants and replenishing the tank water with necessary nutrients. Link for the step-by-step tutorial for water change and maintenance is right here. And guys, I have really cool thing to share today. This video is powered by Aquarist Hub LLC. It's an online platform for all your aquascaping needs in the UAE, and they have some really cool offers on their website, link to which you could find it in the description, guys. And they have been very kind enough to send me a skimmer for the tank, which was, I feel, most required for my tank. As I'm sure you guys would have seen a biofilm layer build up on the water surface, usually on my tank. And here, as you see now, it's been just 3 hours I set up the skimmer and you can see the results for yourself. I'm sure we all love those colorful and vibrant aquascapes, and as beginners we end up overdosing fertilizers hoping the plants would grow to their full potential within a short span of time. I would say a big no. Overdosing also leads algae buildup, so good thing is to dose as per the instructions. When in doubt, don't dose. I found that giving my tank a few days of being left alone every now and then has helped things to stabilize and also helped me to develop a feeling of what's needed when. Currently I'm using Apt 3 by 2R Aquarist, and it's an amazing product and easily available anywhere around the world. The first biggest mistake every fish keeper does is to overfeed their fishes. Now the food that is not consumed by the fishes eventually would sink down to the aquascape floor and could cause excessive amounts of rotting debris and affect the water parameters. Again, water changes is a good way to siphon off the uneaten food. Key rule that I follow is to feed the fishes a specific amount that would be consumed within 5 minutes and not more than that. Guys, I really hope these all mistakes you all try to avoid, because as a beginner when I started with it, I couldn't find much proper guidance rather than relying on the internet and some friends around. CO2 will drastically drop the pH level of the water, and so extreme care must be used. Along with monitoring the color of the water in the drop checker, it's equally important to watch your fish for signs of trouble. The more CO2 that's in the water, the less oxygen will be available in the fish tank. An overdose of CO2 occurs when there's more carbon dioxide in the water than the plants are capable of absorbing. Oxygen begins to deplete. Fish will start to gasp at the surface. Thumb rule, keep the CO2 counter at 1 bubble per second, switched on 30 minutes prior to the lights coming on, running until 30 minutes after lights go off. Another common mistake we do as beginners is not to choose the right lighting for a planted tank. A good basic rule to follow is to provide 1 to 2 watts of lighting per gallon for fish-only aquariums and 2 to 5 watts per gallon for freshwater planted aquariums and 4 to 8 watts per gallon for reef aquariums. Now some might ask, how is the light calculated for a planted tank? That all depends upon which plants you've chosen for your aquarium. Now guys, when I started aquascaping, I got very limited plants because we'll all agree it's an expensive hobby. What I understood later is, during the start, setting off an aquascape is prone for an algae breakout more during the initial days, since the plants are just adjusting themselves and there is a constant battle between the plants and the algae to survive. Point to keep in mind, plant more fast-growing plants at the start as it will outgrow the algae breakout, which will reduce the extent of algae spread drastically. Now guys, as you can see, I have now been running a heavily planted tank for over 3 months, very less algae. When I started fish keeping, I wasn't aware the benefits of a good nutritious soil for plants. I had been using sand, gravel and whatnot, but the major important thing for a lush, colorful aquascape is a good nutrient soil. One learning I got to share with you guys. Try getting used soil for an aquascape setup. Reason being, new soil will have a lot of ammonia build up in the tank during the start. if the nutrients from the soil are not consumed well. That's why I recommend to start heavily planted tanks. Guys, plants are living things as well, and as humans they expect a uniform life cycle. So we talk about photosynthesis duration. Make sure you fix a specific timing and the duration for the photosynthesis period and keep it regular, and that will get the plants perform better. Nowadays there are some lights with built-in timers, sunrise and sunset functions as well, and that makes our lives much easier. Once again, a big shout out to Aquarist Hub LLC for the skimmer. Thank you guys for watching till the end. I really hope this particular video will help a lot of aquascaping beginners. My videos are helping you out during this entire aquascaping hobby. And if it really does, please go ahead and help me encourage making more such beautiful videos with tips and tutorials by clicking the subscribe button right now and ringing the bell icon to receive notifications. Till then, stay safe and keep aquascaping. Bye bye.